So what can the conversation between science and faith help us to think about how we act and live as Christians, which is where we came up with the idea of live united, right? So the unity can give rise to how we practice as Christians, how we live out our lives. Can we think about these issues? How can we take these issues and apply them to Christian life?
A good sign of a healthy community is one that's willing to have tough conversations with one another.
Live United is a year-long campaign to promote conversation among our community about unity in faith, science, and practice.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about Live United is the interconnectedness of faith and science and how these two things and topics are so intertwined with one another.
It's a conversation that we need to be having in Christian higher education and in the church specifically. Conversation around science and faith.
The first thing that comes to my mind about Live United is just being able to partner along with the university and bring in different professors to talk about different aspects of science and religion.
I was astonished that a group of people so committed to Jesus Christ and so strong in their science and their understanding of their discipline could have such a wonderful dialogue about how faith and science are united.
It's not just the science department, or it's not just the theology and Christian studies department. It's all of us.
It was really an amazing opportunity to come together and work side by side with an interdisciplinary team of colleagues that normally I wouldn't be able to work with around a shared theme of faith, science, and practice.
At these events, there were not only so many other faculty members taking time out of their day to come to them, but also students I had never seen before, math majors and business majors who maybe wouldn't come to an event otherwise that was relating to science and faith.
Science and business and theology and communication.
As a business professor, I'm outside the definition that most people use as science. Live United gave me an opportunity to interact with faculty members from across campus.
I have so enjoyed working with colleagues in science and business and theology and communication. How does my discipline connect to the topics of faith, science, and practice?
People seem to know Live United. Oh, that's that science and faith thing. Oh, that's where somebody's talking about artificial intelligence or what it means to be human or caring for creation.
Thinking about topics such as CRISPR, like, does God want us to use this technology for this type of purpose, and where should you draw the line?
Global warming or climate change.
What does it mean to be human? What does faith say about that? And then how does science influence that?
Artificial intelligence and how that's transforming the business world. And we talked about some of the positive and some of the negative and some of the ethical dilemmas.
Students were, for the first time, asking questions. All right, I'm wanting to be an officer in the military. I'm wanting to be a veterinarian. I'm wanting to be a photographer. Are there ways that I can think about how science can inform my faith and how I live out that faith in whatever it is that God is preparing me for in the next stage of my life?